Welcome back. Today's recap is a sci-fi action romance movie from 2025 titled The Gorge, so sit back and enjoy. Drasa, a sharpshooter, has been hiding in a tunnel for hours, waiting to take out a government officer arriving at the nearby airport. A plane touches down moments later, and when Drasa spots her target, she drops him with a single shot from kilometers away. Her aim is so precise that the nearby guards have no idea who fired or where it came from. After the mission, Drasa visits her mother's grave, where her father is already waiting. There we learn something new about her. She keeps the bullet casing from every kill she makes. Later, she gives all the casings to her father. Drasa was a contract killer, paid to take lives, and she's taken many. Giving the bullet casings to her father eased her guilt a bit. She tells him this, and he replies that if he doesn't die naturally soon, he plans to take his own life on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Your mother is gone, and you only visit once or twice a year because of your job. I have no reason to live anymore, so this might be our last meeting. Drasa's eyes fill with tears, the nightmares, and could barely sleep. One night, after waking from another bad dream, Levi walks to the seashore where the calm helps him feel a bit better. There, he begins writing in his diary. Just then, Levi gets a message with an address and instructions to come immediately. He heads to a military base, where he meets a female officer named Bartow. From their conversation, we learn Levi isn't just anyone. He's a retired army officer and a lethal sniper who has over 200 confirmed kills. Bartow tells Levi she wants to send him on a mission, saying only a skilled sniper like him can handle it. But before he leaves, she asks if anyone would miss him, stirring an unexpected feeling in Levi. Levi replies, "No, there's no one left for me." The officer tells him to get ready. In a few hours, he'll be sent on a year-long mission. Soon after, Levi is sedated, and when he wakes, he's on a plane. Confused about where he's being taken, Levi asks a soldier, "Where are you taking me?" The soldier doesn't answer, only saying, "Hand over your ID and watch. You'll get them back after the mission." After a while, the soldier tells him it's time to jump. The plane is about to enter a no-fly zone. They can't go any farther. He adds that once Levi lands, he must walk 32 kilometers north to reach his mission site. Levi is handed a parachute and jumps as soon as the plane door opens, reach the bottom of. "Your job is simple. You guard this pit," JD tells Levi. He then explains the strict rules. Calls to headquarters are allowed only once a month, and contact with the outside world is otherwise impossible. This tower, the West Tower, stands directly opposite the East Tower. That tower belongs to Russia with its own guards, but you're not allowed any contact, JD explains. Focus on your duty and stay alert. Attacks can never leave this place alive. The next day, Levi starts his duty. Days pass, and a month goes by, leaving him nothing to do. He decides to read the books in the cupboard, but as he pulls them out, his eyes catch something on the wall behind it. The wall is covered with notes from previous guards, all speaking of fear, loneliness, and the dangers of the Holloman. One day, Levi hears machinery from the West Tower, grabs his telescope, and spots a woman in the East Tower. Levi is captivated by her, but the rules forbid him from speaking. Drasa already knows Levi is at the West Tower. Days pass as both wrestle with whether they should break the rules and talk. A few days later, on her birthday, feeling lonely, Drasa decides to reach out to Levi. Using a whiteboard, she asks his name. Levi hesitates, remembering the rules, but Drasa smiles and writes, "My name is Drasa." Without overthinking, Levi writes back, "Levi." Drasa writes, "Today is my birthday," and dances happily. She then asks Levi if he can dance. He replies, "No." She asks what he can do, and he writes, "I'm good at shooting." To test him, Drasa places a small bottle on her tower for him to aim at. Levi takes aim and shatters the bottle with a single shot. Not to be outdone, Drasa shows off her own skills, hitting her target perfectly. Their communication grows, but suddenly Drasa's attention shifts down toward the pit. She shouts to Levi, "Look down." He sees thousands of creatures climbing up, and his eyes widen in shock. Levi grabs his sniper rifle and starts picking them off, but there are too many. Drasa joins in, firing her machine gun and raining bullets on the monsters. The creatures start climbing toward Drasa's tower. Both fire from their positions. Once the danger passes, Drasa smiles and writes, "This was the best birthday of my life." Their friendship grows, and they begin enjoying their days together. They no longer feel lonely, but on February 14th, Drasa grows sad, remembering her father's vow to end his life on this day if cancer didn't take him first. She writes to Levi, "I feel very lonely today. It would be nice if someone were here." Levi has wanted to meet her from the start, and now he can't hold back any longer. Determined to reach Drasa, Levi finds a way to get to the East Tower using a rocket launcher. The next morning, he fires a rope toward her tower. Drasa ties it to a tree, and Levi starts crossing, but halfway through, he gets stuck. The rope ends, and half an hour of struggle, he reaches Drasa's tower. She greets him jokingly. "You smell of sweat." Takes in agreement. Drasa playfully hides Levi's clothes and watches him shower via CCTV. Later, they sit together for hours, sharing their stories. Drasa reveals she has no one left. Her father likely took his life the day before. Levi opens up about his nightmares and experiences in the U.S. Army. As night falls, Drasa plays soft music, and they start dancing together. Growing closer, a romance begins to bloom. "I'll give it to you once we get out of here." The next day, Levi must return to the West Tower. He says goodbye to Drasa and begins crossing the rope, with her watching. Just in time, Drasa arrives, slices through the roots with her knife, and frees him. They both pause to look around. Suddenly, terrifying creatures emerge from the trees and attack. A fierce battle ensues. Together they kill both attackers, but Levi notices something odd. The corpse wears an old U.S. Army uniform. Levi recalls JD's words about the 10,400 American soldiers sent into the pit in 1940. None returned. As Levi and Drasa move forward, they reach a nightmarish scene. Rotting human bodies litter the area, with plants grotesquely growing from their flesh. The place looks like it's been overtaken by a deadly virus. Suddenly, movement stirs in the trees. More creatures are chasing them. Levi spots an old tunnel in the mountain, and they dash inside, discovering it's an abandoned laboratory, shattered and in ruins. Broken glass, rusted containers, and debris are everywhere. Levi finds an old DVD and plays it, working on a secret chemical missile project with hundreds of scientists until an earthquake struck this place. The quake caused the missile to leak, releasing poisonous gas that infected people within hours. "I'm infected too," she says, showing her stomach. They warned the military to bomb the area to contain it, but no one listened. After the video, Levi discovers a modern computer in the lab. Levi is stunned. How could such an advanced computer exist in this old lab? He turns it on and freezes at the data. A company called Dark Lake is running paramilitary operations using infected samples from within 4.2 kilometers. Both he and Drasa understand the truth. Lady Bartow, who sent them here, owns the site and uses it for sinister purposes, always assigning people with no one to miss them. After a year of service, they were killed like JD, ensuring no one could reveal the truth. As Levi and Drasa prepare to escape, a horse-riding creature grabs Drasa with a rope and drags her away. Levi searches desperately but can't find her. He then discovers the massive missile from the Dark Lake files, realizing the previous guard's warnings about the siren were actually about this weapon. Meanwhile, Drasa struggles against the creature. Levi arrives just in time. With escape as their only goal, they move into an even more dangerous area. Humans and plants grotesquely merged. They step carefully, but Drasa slips, triggering the plants. Levi rushes to free her and uses a bomb to destroy. Moving on, they find a garage with a jeep, jump in, and drive off. After some distance, they spot a long rope leading up to the watchtower, but with a plan. He ties the jeep to the rope and climbs while staying inside, keeping their hands free to fight. The creatures attack fiercely, but there are too many. Then Levi gets an idea. Levi opens the jeep's petrol tank, pours it on the creatures, and sets them ablaze, burning them alive. They finally reach the top and realize the truth. Even if they complete their year, they'll be killed afterward. So they make a bold decision. They will no longer protect this place. They decide to destroy the place so no other soldier ever gets trapped. After that, they'll disappear and start a new life together. Drasa says she has a safe place in France where they can marry and live peacefully. Levi agrees, but says he must first return to his tower to plant a bomb and trigger the missile. This will wipe out the entire place. Levi climbs back to his tower using the rope. Meanwhile, Lady Bartow contacts him, asking suspiciously if he went into the pit because someone used their computer. Levi lies and says no, but she already knows the truth. She's seen everything through the security cameras. She knows Levi and Drasa went into the pit, but pretends otherwise. Bartow says, "If it wasn't you, then it must be the guard in the West Tower. Do one thing, kill the person in the West Tower. Drasa, she broke the rules." Levi pretends to agree, but Bartow isn't fooled. She knows he won't kill Drasa and realizes they're planning to escape and expose everything, so she decides to come there herself. Before Bartow arrives, Levi and Drasa are already set. Levi moves far from the tower and connects to the missile. A siren blares instantly. Time is almost up. Levi and Drasa sprint away, knowing the missile will wipe out everything within 4.2 kilometers. They sprint through the jungle with all their strength. Drasa gets a massive explosion rocks the land, and the pit collapses. Fire and shockwaves rip through the area. Drasa survives, safely beyond the 4.2-kilometer danger zone. Levi and all its creatures are completely destroyed. Now only Drasa remains. She stands on a cliff, waiting for Levi, but as night falls, he doesn't return. Tears fill her eyes. He's gone forever. Months later, Drasa has started a new life, working as a waitress in a hotel in France. One day, she turns and freezes. Levi is standing before her. Alive, she runs to him and hugs him tightly, bringing the story to a joyful end. If you enjoyed this recap, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave a like to show your support. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.